Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in London. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here come the Saints for their... And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Carr. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Carr going to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 47 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Again, open partner, I'm going to get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to... throwing that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw his Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this returnable for Rager. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. He'll take this to the 46.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison from 3 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Here comes Rager. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Throwing is Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Moving. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 13. Short, and it'll be 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Running right through it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
3rd and goal for Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying the power game with Ham. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A great stop by DJ Wadham to back the offense up on that play. In his own end zone, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Carr's throw on target to James. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this one taken in by Olave. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's James. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the call, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken. First down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play fake. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. push that lead out a bit further. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, Olave holds it in. Back as that sets him up for third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Complete to the tight end, James. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's James.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Again, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushes break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Carr going to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Draw play, Madison. Trucks over him, and gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings!
I know I should keep the focus on the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game. That aside, we just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Carr. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing here, Cousins.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Madison. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah. But you and I both know, if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. James has got it. Complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Carr now on 1st down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Cousins here to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.